Will the sins of the stepson visit the stepfather? Let's get into it. During my last TikTok live, which can be listened to on the Wrestling Receipts podcast, Senor Arroy's made an interesting comment, which I agree with. They said that maybe Finn and Dom would be a better feud than Finn and Damian. Let's look at Finn versus Damian. During the build to Bad Blood, most thought their story would kick off. Most thought we would finally get a demon appearance and we get Finn treated as a threat. Instead, Damian turned into Superman, shrugged off 3 coups de grace to the back of the neck, and fought off Judgment Day interference to pin Finn clean after one south of heaven. After that, fan interest fell off. Damian's win was so decisive. Who would care if Finn finally resurrected the demon and went after Damian again? But Finn's loss to Damian gave birth to a possibly more interesting storyline, one where the stepson rises up against his stepfather. In the aftermath of Finn's loss, we see the demented demon side of Finn Balor, totally obsessed with getting revenge against Damian. He cares about little else, including the tag titles he shares with JD. All he wants is to get his hands on Damian again. But something interesting happened. Dominik Mysterio decided he wanted to challenge Gunther. First, this brought about laughs from Finn, JD, and Carlito. Dom challenging Gunther? Seriously? But Liv and Raquel stood up for Dom, and Carlito, who's currently crushing on Raquel, decided to make it happen. Cool Uncle Carlito got Dom a match that could guarantee him a spot in the number one contendership match for Gunther's title if he won. When it's later revealed that Dom's opponent is Damian Priest, Finn, who had been denied a rematch with Damian, walks off in a huff. When it comes time for the match, Dom decided he wanted to go it alone, so he stood against Damian without being accompanied by the Judgment Day. But by the end of the night, Judgment Day, without Finn, came to Dom's aid. With Damian being distracted by Carlito and JD, Dom pinned Damian 1, 2, 3. The exact opposite result to what happened to Finn at Bad Blood. And then Dom almost wins the number one contendership match to face Gunther. And suddenly Stepdaddy Finn has something to say. Since the time Dom won the match to get into the Fatal 4-Way, Finn was in his feelings. He stewed backstage and almost attacked the War Raiders for suggesting Dom was better than him. So Finn goes after Dom for losing, as it means Damian is now the number one contender. But another interesting thing happens. Dom does not back down from Finn. In the past, when Dom lost, he would sit there and take it. This time, Dom did take it and spoke back against his stepdad, saying that he did beat Damian, he's gotten closer to the title than Finn has in a long time, and for Finn to not get upset for that he did something that Finn couldn't. Dom hit his stepdaddy with the truth, and stepdaddy couldn't take it. As Raw approaches, we now have a new interesting storyline born out of a stepson leaving his stepdaddy's shadow. Sound familiar? Finn and Dom have a rich emotional history that can be tapped into for this story. Finn has been there for Dom, guiding his growth. But Finn's obsession with Damian may cost him to lose his relationship with his stepson Dom, and cost him Judgment Day as a whole. And Dom can rise as the son overthrowing yet another father. Maybe with that last loving connection severed, maybe we can get the demon we all crave. I'll be back for more, but for now, I'm just saying,